Hi, good morning.
Yay!
Hi folks, great to be here.
But this is not a male bashing interview, by the way, but you did have the experience of working with some very tough and strong-minded men around you for many decades before this role that you had. That was an experience, part of the whole process of then becoming female premier?
Oh, absolutely. By the time I took over the job, I'd had a very long and very effective apprenticeship. I don't think anyone, male or female, can do these jobs without having the resilience to get through some pretty tough, ruthless, ugly things. And there's no shortcut to that. You have to actually go through it a few times to test yourself and know you're capable of it. And the Labor Party's pretty good at giving you those opportunities to test the experience.
But do you find that women in a high position do get treated differently by the media, by their colleagues? I mean, things they get accused of that men just wouldn't.
Look, I think when historians look back in 100 or 200 years, they're going to see this period as, one of the most remarkable things about it is this big shift of women out of the private domestic sphere into the world of work and public life. And we're right in the middle of it, so we can't really see it like you'll be able to see it from a distance. And it does mean that women at a range of levels are entering parts of the economy, parts of the world where they've previously never been. And politics is a good example of that. When I was elected in '95, I was one of very few women anywhere in the country. By the time I left in 2012, women on all political persuasions were in very solid numbers in all the parliaments of Australia. Big change.
Look, it looks like a wonderful book, Through the Wall by Anna Blight. You're doing a little bit of a book tour. How do they approach you? Do you get many people turning up in Melbourne? I noticed that you're doing a bit of a tour down those parts and things.
Well, I will be, but of course I've started in Queensland.
Yeah, of course.
Hometown, and this is, Queensland is the home of this story. It's very much the story of a Queensland girl. Grew up at the Gold Coast, and then went on to have some pretty extraordinary experiences. And part of what I'm saying in the book is people who might have an interest in this, particularly young people and young women. If you think you're interested, have a go. Don't think that because you come from pretty ordinary circumstances and you come from country Queensland or whatever. Our parliaments are made up of people from all walks of life. Some of our best leaders and contributors on both sides, all sides of politics, have been people who've just lived interesting lives, and there's a place there for, we really want the best and brightest of this generation to be putting their hand up, and the book is very much written from that point of view of encouragement, so I hope that some people take up the challenge.
Anna Blight, Through the Wall, thank you so much.
Thank you, great to talk to you.